Non-ordinary states of consciousness. Super interesting research topic, and in my eyes, an important piece of the puzzle. One guy who was researching non-ordinary states of consciousness for several decades, more than 50 years, I guess, was Stanislav Grof, or is Stanislav Grof, a psychoanalyst, psychotherapist, who was early on researching with LSD-induced non-ordinary states of consciousness. And when that was forbidden, he developed a breathing technique, holotropic breathing, that induces similar non-ordinary states of consciousness into people. And he was using this for the healing potential. And today I want to recommend an interview with Stanislav Grof. It's really interesting. He's summing up many very interesting points that I find important to understand in order to make sense of all sorts of things, my own psychology, after all. And yeah, this is a recommendation for everybody. If you want to go into exchange about what you hear there, I'm happy, or you just go ahead and check it out. So that's just a quick recommendation. So much for today. Ciao.
I'm very concerned about the situation in the world, as we all are, about the crisis that we are facing on a global scale. And I think many people in the transpersonal field, including myself, feel that there's not much hope if we approach this problem just with the strategies that are an extension of the old strategies that created the problems in the first place, the ecological problems, the political crisis, and so on. And I think the feeling is that basically the crisis reflects a certain stage of evolution of the human species, evolution of consciousness, and that to really change the situation in the world, some kind of deep inner transformation has to come. And I see really the work with non-ordinary states to be one of the very significant ways of inner transformation in the right direction. Whether we are talking about systematic spiritual practice, whether we are talking about work with some powerful forms of experiential psychotherapy, like the holotropic breath work, whether we are talking about participation in shamanic rituals with some Aboriginal cultures, or even proper support for people who have spontaneous crisis of spiritual opening. Many of those people these days are hospitalized and get tranquilizers, and I believe that these states can be supported in a way that is conducive to healing and to transformation. Christina and I are using the term spiritual emergencies for these states of psychospiritual crisis.